law is that no right given to the people of the United States is absolute, and that includes the right to free speech. Because
the limits is the fire in a crowded theater. Yeah, precisely.
Produce harm and death of people.
That you incite to lawlessness.
These social media
but you get to say what's on your mind. And they're trying to use that to justify prohibitions against the freedom of speech.
We are simply trying to create factually correct information to prevent harm to people, including death. And that's what we
Sanchez
during COVID. Is that not correct?
Legally speaking,
no.
Absolutely. And I said
no.
Law, which is that court cases
you're controlling speech in the guise of protecting the public.
Role to ask for compliance with policies. The policies
and you're speaking of COVID, there's a lot that's come out that was oppressed. That was actually true.
The commissioner got an additional extra minute. I'm at 35 seconds over.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. The Democrat before
Jordan Peterson, he gives me hope.
Finish her sentence.
Generous, even when the response is that the government determines the truth.
I would like for her to be able to finish her sentence, Mr. Chairman. Then I will yield back.
Okay, Ms. Wiley, you can finish your sentence.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I remember the sentence, but thank you. Okay. I just think the point was, it was...
I do. You were saying the government should be the arbiter of what's true.
Can you please not put words into the mouth?
I love it.
The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from New York, the gentlelady from California.
The arbiter of truth. Perfect. I love Jordan Peterson.
It's censorship by the chair. It's censorship by the chair.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Morris, isn't it true that your October 2020 Hunter Biden laptop from hell story has proven to be 100% factually accurate?
I was 27 when I published that story.
Yeah, see? Arbiters of truth.
Isn't it true that the FBI obtained Hunter Biden's
So next we're going to get a ministry of truth.
Your story broke?
The ministry of us deciding what's
published. Isn't it also
true enough to be told to you, or what we deem not to be, and truth is worthy,
and as a result, illegally censored
what we approve of.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
And this
I love these politicians pounding away at this. This is awesome.
By the taxpayers, since the taxpayers fund the FBI. Isn't that true?
Miss Morris.
And Hunter Biden's laptop from hell, it has everything. It's a hellhole and cesspool of corruption and criminal conduct. It has hard drugs, prostitution, pornography, money laundering. It has Biden family shell companies, communist Chinese, corrupt foreign government deals from tens of millions of dollars.
Oh, pound away. I love it.
To the Biden family. The Hunter Biden laptop from hell has all of this, correct?
Yeah.
Is there a ministry of truth? We would never hear about this.
This was not a hack and dump. This was illegal government censorship to protect and
government determining what's truth.
Of the 2020 election.
What they approve of, that's their truth.
People who were now made aware of the Hunter Biden laptop story, 53% would have changed their vote, including 61% of Democrats. So do you agree
that was so interesting.
Hunter Biden laptop was determinative in the 2020 election, Ms. Morris?
Was suppressed. Anything about Hunter Biden that was negative was suppressed during the election.
Say that there would have been a change in the outcome of the election, and obviously it's immediately relevant to a decision on who to vote for, so obviously.
And do you believe that this government censorship was election interference?
Yeah, I do.
Any censorship of speech prevents your ability to think clearly. Yes, of course. Yes.
And Mr. Kennedy, I want to turn to you. You've heard me lay out this example of egregious and illegal government censorship. You've been censored yourself. Do you believe that government censorship is a form of election interference?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think democracy is dependent on the free flow of information, and if that information is distorted, if the public is lied to, then it interferes with election. And by the way, it interferes with public health.
Mr. Kennedy.
The Wall Street Journal did an article a couple of weeks ago suggesting that
I think if debate is allowed against Biden,
cost American lives.
He's going to be the Democrat
ask you specifically about the Hunter Biden
that takes
story.
Joe Biden's place.
Total blackout all social media outlets as well as telecom. You couldn't text the link to the Hunter Biden laptop story. This specifically was a form of election interference by the U.S. government in the 2020 election.
I don't know enough about it. I know that there was censorship on that story and other stories that presumably could have changed people's minds.
Robert Kennedy Jr.
And we know the polling demonstrates that now. People have said they would have changed their
Even though he's a
vote had they been
Democrat,
made aware
I'm liking
of the
him.
Hunter Biden laptop story. Isn't that correct?
I'm not aware of that, but I'm not surprised.
Because he's what a Democrat should be.
I want to turn to you. I want your reflection on this form of government censorship, specifically in the 2020 election, as a form of election interference, and what I believe is some of the most egregious political scandals that I will live.
Keep pounding. I love it. Keep going. Yes.
I strongly agree with your characterization of that form of censorship as election interference.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Supports that. It strongly supports. Actually, we have judicial findings now that the suppression of the Hunter Biden laptop story was done at the instigation of federal officials in the FBI.
Exactly.
At a very high level of that organization.
It's a natural conclusion, looking at the facts.
That was anticipatory. It was planned in advance. And it was, I think, consummated with the testimony that I hadn't seen.
The pendulum swings in the other direction. I love it.
Characterizing how, at the very end, the FBI then clammed up in the last minute.
Keep pounding, keep pounding, keep pounding.
In these endless, ceaseless meetings with social media platforms about there's a hack and dump coming, it's going to involve Hunter Biden. Then when it actually came, they said, look, no comments. Our judge focused on that particular issue as kind of a coup de grace in this form of election interference.
The coup d'etat.